Tabitha Stitchers was a group of women who getting together to crochet, knit, and make fabric quilts. It kind of didn't get off the ground. When I came here, I had come from a place where we had a group of about 40 people, and I'd been there for about 10 years, so I thought, oh, I can bring this back. So that's how I got into it. And now we meet once a month. We have retreats twice a year, and we make quilts for Lioness Project, which is a national movement, I guess I should say, making quilts for children who are in compromised situations. They might be going into foster homes, they might be in hospitals for a long time, but it's definitely outreach for children from birth to about 18 or 19 years old. We have a local representative, a local place to take ours, and I think we've given a couple of batches of about 15 each, and that's our goal. I think out of this last retreat, we've far surpassed that goal. Quilt. First thing you do is the top. You find your pattern, put it together. We use batting for inside, which is a soft, usually cotton, maybe a little polyester in it. That's what makes your quilt soft and warm, and it makes your quilting stand out a little bit more. We have backing. This will be the back for this quilt. So today I will cut this to the right size, cut my batting to the right size, and it will be ready to go on my long arm, which is about on a frame about 12 feet long. It's a big machine. You drive with your hands and you just doodle. Everything I do is free motion. I don't use the computer. That took so long it was boring. So the doodling suits me much better.
The doodling is more fun.
It is lots of fun. So I like doing that.
So what are you doing here, Dorothy?
I'm cutting 2.5-inch wide strips, which are going to then be put together to make a binding, which is the very outside of the quilt. It's the finished part of it. So that's the strip. It gets put. I'll cut another one and attach the two of them together at the ends. You just keep going on and on.
I'm Kathy Schmidt, and I use an AccuQuilt cutter, which cuts the pieces to make a quilt. And instead of using the rotary cutter like Dorothy does, I just feed it into my machine, and it will cut out the pattern that I need without me having to use my hands, since I have arthritis and it's very painful. And out comes the pieces that will go with my quilt. So I can put these all together and then make a nice pattern, a nice quilt out of it.
You have people that come and volunteer essentially their time here, and not everyone here is actually a member of All Saints.
Yes, we have a group, about 7 All Saints people and another 3 from our community, and we're really excited to have them. It's fun to have them. Sometimes they go to church with us on Wednesday. If we're here during a retreat, we have a Wednesday morning service, and in fact, we had one service where our priest talked about Tabitha. This group is named Tabitha Stitchers in honor of Tabitha in the Bible. She said there are no recorded words that Tabitha would have spoken, but she was well known and well respected for her sewing abilities and how she reached out and helped people by making clothes for us. So this is sort of named for her.
If somebody wanted to come volunteer and be a part of this, do they have to have their own equipment to come and...
It's very nice if you want to bring your own sewing machine. Most of us who really love to sew have a favorite one that we're used to, and we can thread without looking, the whole thing, so they can bring them. and we do have a couple to share. We do have all the tools. We have rotary cutters and rulers and all kinds of threads, so we can cover all of that. Sewing machines are the one thing that we don't have an abundance of.
What if somebody didn't know how to sew at all?
Well, Rosemary is a very good example. Rosemary really does a lot of wonderful crafts, but she was not a quilter or a sewer. And she's sitting over there sewing a top together, and it's her second one. So, yeah, I like to think it's sort of nurturing in here. You don't know what you're doing. I will sit with you, help you. Am I selling you on this? Maybe you'd like to come? Yeah, there's no pressure. We don't tell you this is your assignment. I try and have lots of projects, and then they pick what they want to do.
But I don't go to the church here. I just came with Kathy
Okay.
because I really wanted to make quilts for Linus. Project Linus.
That's a beautiful thing that you found. It sounds like you found community here.
Yes.
Even though you're not necessarily, air quotes, a part of the church.
No.
You're still a part of the church because you're a part of the community.
Correct.
That's beautiful.
Yep. They've been very welcoming.